Hey guys, what's up? It's Jamesberti33 and GorTheMovieGod from PentagonReviews, and
Hello.
today we are going to be sharing with you guys our top five. How should I word this? Like most wanted sequels, like games we want to be made into a sequel. So that's the best. Do you have a better way to describe it?
Top 5 most awaited sequels for
Yeah,
video games?
sure. That works. So I'll go first and share mine, and then Gore will share his and his honorable mention.
Okay.
So my number five is Splinter Cell Conviction 2, just because I thought the first Splinter Cell Conviction was really, really well done, and I would love to see Sam Fisher come back in that kind of same style and badassness of that game and take on just the government again. I just think it'd be awesome. I'm not really sure how they could do it, but if they did, it would be cool. And my number four, Alan Wake 2, because the ending to Alan Wake 1 was a little sketchy and ready for a sequel, even though they are answering some of the questions in DLC, but not all of them. I think they could make it into another game if they really wanted to, so I think that would be cool. My number three is Resident Evil 6. And I would, if there was a Resident Evil 6, I would love to see it be a direct sequel from 5, because I loved 5. It was one of my favorite games of last year. I know a lot of people had a love-hate relationship on it, but I would love to see it, and see Chris Redfield back and everyone, so that'd be awesome. My number 2, Uncharted 3, just because Uncharted 2 was so good. They're going to make Uncharted 3, it's inevitable. And I feel any game that has the name Uncharted will just be fantastic. And yeah, that's a great game. And my number one is a game probably a lot of you guys aren't expecting for me to say, just because they already have 2 games in the series, and the last one ended with a kind of a cliffhanger, but it came out so long ago, I think a lot of people have forgotten about it. But my number one is Condemned 3. There was Condemned 1 and then Condemned 2 Bloodshot, I think it was. And I loved them both. They were very good horror games. And they set up the ending for the third one with such a, like, kind of big cliffhanger that I've been waiting for a Condemned 3, but I think it's kind of died. But I would love to see one announced. So that's my top 5. What do you got?
Okay, well, I have actually pretty much a top 6. Now, I'm going to start off with my honorable mentions, which I'm just going to say right here. It's a game that came out earlier this year, and it's a budget title. You've probably heard of it. It's called Deadly Premonition. Now, I just would love to see a sequel, obviously titled Deadly Premonition 2, but I would just love to see a sequel, mostly because I love these characters. They're so weird, and I would just love to see this character visit another strange place and have a whole bunch of other strange things happen. I would just love to see it. I didn't actually play it through myself, but I watched a whole walkthrough of it, and I was like, I need to watch this again. I don't want to play it, I just want to watch it. That's why it's an honorable mention. If it was a great game, it would be much higher. That's why it's only honorable mention, because I actually don't really want to play it. I just want to watch it. So let's go on to my top 5. My number 5 is Uncharted 3. The only reason why that's not going to be higher is because that's obvious. That's obviously going to happen. So I didn't want to put too high there and beat out all the other ones that might not actually happen. Most of them will not happen. So yeah, this one will definitely happen. So that's why it's only my number 5. If it really didn't look like it was going to happen, then I would definitely put like number 1. Number 4 is the same as yours, is Alan Wake 2. I don't think they answer many questions. I don't see this DLC really answering all the questions. So I think they can definitely do a sequel. If not, maybe set in the same universe, but maybe a different character. I don't know. Maybe just a different character looking for Alan Wake. I don't want to really spoil it, but yeah, anyway. If you played the DLC, it's already spoiled for you. 3 is Prototype 2. I love Prototype. I really love those characters. Well, the one character. I really like that character. I thought he was a badass character, and I just thought it was a really fun game. I thought it was actually better than Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It was, I think, pretty sure made by the same team, and I just thought it was really, really fun. So I would love to see a sequel to that. My number 2 is actually a game that I just reviewed. It came out a little earlier this year, but it just came out, so I don't think they'll really make a sequel, mostly because it didn't really sell well, and that is Nier. I would love to see a game, a sequel to Nier. James probably never even heard of this, but it's it's pretty much a JRPG, except it's probably the most badass JRPG ever. There's blood, gore, hilarious voiceovers, and I love the story. I love the characters. I love the story. I can't wait if they make a sequel. If they just try to make a sequel. I mean, it was called the New Universe from Square Enix, so I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, there'll be a second one, even if it didn't sell well. I don't know, maybe. And my number one is a game I talked about before. I talked about this in other videos, and that is Freedom Fighters 2. I would love to see a next-gen version of Freedom Fighters with online multiplayer, because the multiplayer was some of my favorite multiplayer offline for the Xbox back then, the original Xbox, and I just love the game. I would love to see a high-res version of Freedom Fighters, pretty much. I mean, I would love it, even if they remade the first one and made it just updated with online multiplayer, but the same campaign, that would be fine. I just want to see something new with Freedom Fighters, and I would love to see a second one. So there you go. There's my top 5. Yeah.
Alright, well, that's our top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for our next video.